All right, so we're going to talk about 322 homework problems. We talked a little bit about them in the last video, but we want to review the questions we've been getting a lot of. So guys, let's go ahead and fill in the examples from class, even though we're going to do them on Monday. So you can really just copy down what I have here. When we have subtraction of a negative, removal of a negative, that's a good thing, right? That's a positive thing. So it actually turns into addition. That doesn't mean your answer is gonna be positive. That's when we use absolute value, that our answer is gonna be positive. But this addition, the negative is still stronger than the positive. But one thing that we can see here is that the negative 0.86 and the positive 0.86 can cancel each other out. So we really have a negative 100 and a positive 3. So we get negative 97. Questions on that one? I know it's not a homework problem, but it's trying to make more sense of our homework problems. So down in 47, I've already done it once, but I'm going to do it again. And actually, we could do the same thing in 46, really. The technique they're having us do in 47 is change the subtraction into addition of the opposite, which is actually what we did up in 43. But if I rewrite 5 minus 7, and I try to change it into addition of the opposite, I could write that as 5 plus negative 7. If we had 5 positive tiles and brought in 7 negative tiles, our negative would win by 2. Or there'd be 2 extra negatives. In B, it's already addition of a negative, so we have a negative number to start. We add more negatives, get a bigger negative. So in 47, I know I'm skipping past C and D because we did those in the last video. In 47, we're changing the minus into addition of the opposite. Because taking something away, taking away a positive, is the same as adding in a negative. And we know that if we have 5 groups of negative 2, we really have negative 10. 5 groups of negative 2, 5 times negative 2, negative 10. So negative 10 and negative 3, we get negative 13. B, same story. We take the minus and we actually make it addition of the opposite. So addition of negative 2.5 times 4. A positive times a negative keeps our value negative. Any other questions from the front? Or do you guys want me to jump to 50? Any issues on 48, 49? Go over which one? Of which? So when we look at all the denominators, we could change all of them, but we don't have to. Because when I look at my smaller denominators, there we are. I see that my 2 can become an 8, and my 4 can become an 8. So always look at your smaller denominators to say, can they become the bigger denominator? So nothing changes with the 1/8. To get my 2, my denominator 2, to turn into an 8, I multiply by 4, and because I do it on bottom, I also do it on top. This doesn't change my expression, it changes what the numbers look like. Because if I have half of a pizza, when my pizza is actually cut up into 8 slices, I have 4 out of the 8. To turn my denominator of 4 into an 8, we multiply by 2, and because we did it on bottom, we also do it on top. If I had 3/4 of a pizza, it's really 6 out of 8 slices. Now I can add up all my partial pizzas. I know, I'm real hungry. At least you guys are eating. I'll eat later, or hopefully. Because I just realized, I don't know when later is, because we have Friday flex time next, and I don't have AO. So we get 11/8. If we want to make it back into a mixed number, I take as many 8s out of 11 as I can, which is only 1 8 that I can get out of 11. And I get 1 and 3 8s. You can leave it improper, though. Now, where 50 was confusing some people, and I went over it really fast yesterday, so I wanted to go over it a bit more in depth. We're asked to talk about the perimeter and area of this rectangle that at first we don't know what x is. Unless no one wants to go over this, and then I'll skip it and we can do something else. So the perimeter, when I walk around the rectangle, is x plus 3 plus x plus 3. Which when we put it together is 2 x's, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So we can say perimeter would be 2x plus 6. This is just like a rule that we could make for that shape. But then they start telling us, hey, what if we make x equal to, say, 5? So when they tell us what x is, then we can do the math. I can do 2 times 5. That's 10. Then I can add 6 and get 16. I would do the same thing with 9 and the same thing with 4.6, right? We just plug it into what I highlighted for pink. 2 times whatever that x is. So the area, sorry, I was sending a text to the team, is length times width, right? I'm going to highlight this again in blue just because. So this space is 3 wide and x long. So 3 times x, 3x. So the rule that we can create for area is 3 times whatever your x is. So same thing we did with perimeter, we substitute whatever they gave us for x, we substitute it into our work, and then we do the multiplication with it. All right, I think that's good for 322, unless there's any other questions you guys want me to go over. So I'm probably going to stop this video and start another one if we need. We got 10 minutes left still. We got more than 10 minutes, actually. If I'm able to get to my recorder to stop it. I don't know where the left side of it went. Yeah. Yeah, we can pull that back out.